In this video, I'll tell you how you can win this box made of walnut and red oak, lined with red velvet flocking, absolutely free. Hi everyone, I'm Lee from Busted Knuckle Woodworks, and welcome to our Jewelry Box Jubilee. Is that long enough? Okay. So as a woodworker, I generally build items larger than these, but last year when I got cancer because of the effects of the chemo and radiation, I had to stop working for quite a while. I just didn't have the strength to swing around large heavy lumber. And so my lovely wife, Tammy, suggested I try building some smaller items that would be easier to handle, and you will be looking at the fruits of that labor right here. This was a great experience for me because first of all, it was an exercise in extreme patience, something my wife will tell you I don't have nearly enough of. But mostly it was gave me an opportunity to experiment with different species of wood and different finishes that I normally wouldn't get to use. Nobody builds a bed or a chest of drawers with zebra wood or bamboo. Before we get started, I do want to point out that most of these boxes are of exotic species, but none are actually considered endangered. These are all sustainable woods and ethically sourced. All of them are available from reputable lumber dealers, either locally here in Austin or online. Now, most of these cute little designs are from books or pictures I found on the internet. So what I'm going to do is show each one and talk about some of the materials and finishes that I used. So let's dive in. So this is the very first one I built. It's a simple oval design with these little holder legs on the side. The materials are walnut and red oak. These were pieces left over from a bookcase I had built. I kind of went crazy on the finish on this. This is 5 coats of Danish oil and then 3 coats of Johnson's paste wax, all hand rubbed in. So that gave it a super nice warm finish that feels great and really retains the natural look of the wood. Another thing I want to show you is this beautiful red velvet lining in here. This is called a flocking. It's kind of a messy process, but I think the result is totally worth it. This flocking is a wine red, but it does come in a variety of different colors, as you'll see in a little bit. This oval one I really like. It's got cherry in the middle, in the front and back are of a species called zebra wood. Now, zebra wood is native to Central America, specifically to an area called the Mosquito Coast. Anybody remember that movie? The flocking on this one is black, and the finish is what that painter on television, Bob Ross, used to call a happy accident. We don't make mistakes, only happy accidents. I was testing finishes for a coffee table I was building, and I had a scrap piece from that table I did with a gel top coat. I didn't really dig it, so I figured what the heck, and I slapped some wipe-on polyurethane on top of that, and I was amazed. I didn't end up using it for that coffee table, but I wanted to try it on something, so here it is. When I buffed this out, if you look at it, it took on a super high glossy sheen, even more than I was expecting. I generally prefer a more natural looking finish for something like this, but in this case, I really do like the way that it turned out. Here's another one, pretty simple, understated box. This actually happens to be my wife's favorite. out of all of these. I do love the effect of the stripes here in the middle, which is just Baltic birch plywood, believe it or not, out of Ukraine, when you could still get plywood from Ukraine. The front and back are black Niove, native to Africa. Niove is a bit strange because the sawdust from it looks just like pepper. Probably doesn't taste very good though. The finish on this is something called Odie's oil, which I really love. Unlike most wood finishes, it isn't toxic at all. You don't need to wear a mask with it. You don't even need gloves. And it smells really nice too. Like lemons. Probably makes a great dessert topping. I'm not gonna try it. I used black flocking on this one as well. I just bought way too much black flocking. My grandchildren will probably still be using it. This is one of my all-time favorites. It's poplar in the middle and bloodwood on the front and back. I've talked about bloodwood in a previous video. It's native to Australia, and the sap looks just like blood when you saw into the tree. This was really a challenge. There are a lot of intricate cuts in here, and of course there are 3 round drawers instead of just the one. The flocking on this one is Kelly Green, and it's finished with a product called Osmo Pollux, which is a product out of Germany that is a hardening varnish impregnated with wax. I used 3 coats on this. I generally never use more than 2 coats of Osmo, but what the heck, you only live once. This one was a lot of fun. This one is actually a little different. It's more of a desk accessory than a jewelry box, I guess. There's an opening at the top that you could put pencils in or whatever. And the little round drawer on this opens from both sides. I took the knobs from an old electric guitar. So tone on this side, volume on this side, and of course they actually turn. This one goes to 11.
Does that mean it's louder? Is it any louder?
Well, it's 1 louder, isn't it?
This is aromatic cedar in the center. It smells really nice, kind of like my grandma's closet. The front and back on this are actually bamboo, if you can believe that. So this is finished in cedar oil, which is not a very hardy finish. It wouldn't stand up to a lot of punishment, but again, you know, it's a box. The great thing is when the smell of the cedar begins to fade, you can hit it with a little more cedar oil and you're all set. Smellorama for weeks. Here's another cool one. This one is shaped like a sideways heart if you kind of turn your head a little bit. This is a species called Padock, which has become very popular in recent years, native to the equatorial rainforests of West Africa. This color is a super nice orangey red like you see here. The problem with this stuff is that the sawdust will turn everything in your shop red. Your saw blades are red, your workbench is red, your fingers are red, everything, which gets rather annoying to clean up. The main thing to keep in mind when you're working with Padock is that it can tinge any wood of a lighter color that you're pairing it with also red. So you see in the middle here, which is a Baltic birch plywood, picked up a lot of red from the Padock. It looks pretty cool actually. Almost everyone that sees this box thinks I did it on purpose, which I didn't, but let's just say I did. Padock will oxidize into a purplish brown over time, especially without a good finish. So I used a Rubio monocoat on this guy. Very expensive, but a little goes a long way. And as the name implies, You only need one coat, hence the name monocoat. I also like that the American distributor of this product is based here in Austin, so for me that's a plus. Red flocking, again, keeping with the heart theme. Finally, this box was tricky, but it turned out pretty cool. The species here is leopard wood. This is from South America. The grain pattern is very distinctive, arranged in spots like, oh, I don't know, a leopard maybe? The center is rainbow poplar, green flocking. This one also opens on both sides. The finish is General Finishes High Performance. General Finishes is the brand. High Performance is the name of the product. High Performance is used by a lot of builders for like doors, floors, cabinets, other high wear areas. It's a very hardy finish. I wouldn't normally use it on something like this, but for this particular purpose, I really liked it a lot. So when it comes to this style of box, they make amazing gifts because you can literally make these into any shape you want. For the guitar player in your life, get one shaped like a guitar, or a butterfly, or a motorcycle, or your dog, anything you want. And of course, the sky is the limit when it comes to things like colors and wood species and choice of finishes. The possibilities are endless. So if you want one, like you've seen in this video, unique gift for a special person or just for yourself, something you'll never find in a store, a unique heirloom that your family will treasure for generations, just send us a message and we'll be happy to make that one-of-a-kind handcrafted box just for you. But wait, there's more! Like I mentioned at the top of this video, there is a way you can get your hands on one of these boxes without spending a dime. Because I am going to give away this box, this exact box, to one of our lucky followers. Here's all you have to do. Follow Busted Knuckle Woodworks on both Facebook and Instagram. That's absolutely all there is to it. As soon as we reach 100 followers on both Facebook and Instagram, we will make a list of the names on both, and one of those people will be chosen at random, and that person will win this box. Now remember, in order to be entered to win, you have to follow Busted Knuckle Woodworks on both Facebook and Instagram. Easy peasy. Good luck. I hope you enjoyed this little tour of my woodworking journey. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below and we'll be sure to get you an answer. If you have any ideas about something you'd like us to make a video about, let us know as well. We sure enjoy making these videos, and we like them even more when we're showing something that you want to see. I'm Lee from Busted Knuckle Woodworks. See you in the next one. I used black flock. Oh, look, there's money in here. That's just pesos. That's where the 11 is. It's blank, because it's a secret. Couple of knobs from Hobby Lobby. Little knobby from Hobby Lobby. Can we leave that in? What do you mean, no?